Back. So now we'll go over problems from web work on statistics section 1.1. All right. There are only 3 problems, so we'll go over them quickly. Okay. Determine whether the following examples of data are quantitative or qualitative. Write quantitative capital case for quantitative and qualitative capital case for qualitative without quotations. So, mind you, in problems such as these, spellings matter. Okay. Now, first of all, look, the questions I have may not be the same as the questions you do, but they will be quite close, quite similar. Another thing I would like to point out is look at the problem list. You see how many attempts are we allowed. Problem 1, we are allowed 4 attempts. Problem 2, 4 attempts. Problem 3, unlimited attempts. So look at this information first before you start, you see, submitting answers. When you have unlimited attempts, you can submit as many times as you want, and you see, no harm done. But 4 means you are allowed only 4 attempts. Okay, after that the problem will not let you enter an answer. So be mindful of how many attempts you are allowed. Okay, now quantitative or qualitative, your college GPA, is it a quantity, that is, does it make sense to average it over semesters and so on and so forth? I would say yes, quantitative. The occupation of your neighbors. Well, one neighbor may be a doctor, the other neighbor may be a teacher, the third neighbor may be a chef. These are names, right? It doesn't make sense to take an average of a doctor and a chef. So these are simply quality. So qualitative. The amount of bacteria on a piece of moldy bread. Amount is something like a number, so it is quantitative. Okay, the marital status of your co-workers, that is whether somebody is married or not, it cannot be averaged, it is qualitative. Okay, qualitative. So the only thing that could be an iffy is the GPA, quantitative or qualitative. Let's try. Submit. Everything is good. Next problem. A summary measure that is computed from a sample to describe a characteristic of a population is called a statistic. Okay, from a sample, the data that you get is called statistic. Parameter is from a population. All right. Now, when data are collected in a statistical study for only a portion or subset of all elements of interest, we are using only a portion or subset. So I would still say it is a sample. We are not taking for everybody. Everybody would be population. When we are looking at only a portion or a subset, it is a sample. Let's try. Okay. Next problem. Determine whether the following possible responses should be classified as interval, nominal, or ordinal. Okay, interval, nominal, or ordinal. They are not giving us a ratio option. What grade did you receive? Look, A, B, C, D, F. These are grades. So they have names. They can be nominal, but it makes sense to order them. A is better than B, better than C, so on. Difference between A and B doesn't make sense. Okay, difference between A and B, difference between B and C, well, that makes no sense. So it's ordinal. What is the maximum number of hours per day that you would like to spend traveling? Number of hours. You can actually order number of hours, right? Somebody says 5, somebody says 4, but even better, difference makes sense. Somebody else likes to travel 2 hours more than you. Okay, so difference makes sense, so it's an interval. Which of the following features of the hotel in New York did you find most attractive? Location, facilities, room size, or price? Well, these are different categories. They cannot be ordered. Okay, individuals might order them location to be better than facilities, but a statistician cannot really order. Okay, so this is simply nominal. What you cannot order is nominal. What is your political party affiliation? Well, I don't know. You could be Democrat, you could be Republican, you could be independent, some libertarian, but you cannot order them. They are simply names, categories. So everything is good. Okay. So this completes section 1-1. In the next videos, we'll start on section 1-2. Until then,